Hi everybody, this is Kathy Keogh with Google Minute. This week I'm going to show you a couple of tricks you can do with Google Sheets that I find very helpful, and I hopefully you will too. So the first one is we're going to concatenate this list here. So I have first name, last name, and then in this column it combines the last name and the first name separated by a comma. So what we're going to do is I'm going to click in the cell underneath this Christopher Adams here. So I'm going to click in D3. I'm going to come up to my function bar and I'm going to type my function. So it starts with an equal sign. And I'm going to start typing concatenate and it should show up. So I want to have the last name first and then the first name separated by a comma. So I'm going to click the cell that I want first, which is the last name, so B3. Then I'm going to separate the data by a comma. Now I want to put a comma in between the last name and the first name. So I have to tell this function to do that, and I'm going to make a quotation, a comma, and a quotation. Now I need to put another comma there to separate the data. So I have B3, I have a comma, I have quote, comma, quote, and then a comma. And now I want the last name. I mean the first name, sorry, the first name. So I'm going to click the first name here in A3. And then I'm going to close my parentheses and enter. And there it is. To autofill, just click on the name you just made, go to the lower right hand corner and drag it all the way down. Oops, sorry, I didn't get that. There we go. Now do it. And it will autofill all the names. Will autofill the function. If I go up here between D and E columns, get that little arrow, double click, then my cells will autofill, auto-fit the text that's in there. If you want to add a space between the comma and the first name, you can. You come in here into your function, and after your second quotation mark, you're going to put a comma, another quote, a space, and a quote, and enter. So now I have a space between that comma and the first name. And again, if I select and drag it down, it autofills, and now they all have a space in between. Now I'd like to show you how to split them. So I'll go to a new spreadsheet, and now I have my last and first names here in this column, and I would like to split them up. So I'm going to, again, I am going to click in this cell here, B3, so I can type my function. So equals split. This one's a little easier because I'm only splitting this name, and then I need a comma to separate because I need to tell it to separate at the comma, because right now it doesn't know where to separate, where to split that name. So I'm going to tell it to split it at the comma by typing in quote, comma, quote, close my parentheses, enter, and now let's split. So again, if I want to split them all, I can click up into Atoms and click and drag, autofill the rest. and you thought it was going to be hard. So yeah, just little things that I think are helpful with spreadsheets. And if you need to know anything else about spreadsheets, just send me an email, and I'll see if I can help you out. So until next time, this is Kathy Keogh. Thanks for watching.